Welcome back to Acadiana's Morning News. I'm Rob Kirkpatrick with Bernadette Lee, and joined in studio, Major Eddie Thibodeau from St Landry Parish, Crime Stoppers. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we almost didn't let you in the building because you dress very normal today. Okay, you don't dress abnormal normally, but you're usually in uniform. What's going on today?
I took a personal day. I'm going to pick up a trailer
and still came by.
I know. What a nice guy.
Still came by. So good. So tell me.
And he came bearing gifts.
Of course, you have to have a McGriddle.
Well, what did I tell you? I said I can make anyone sound good under the influence of a McGriddle.
I was in Mowwater, and I heard you. I was like, uh-oh, we're going to detour and get a McGriddle.
No, all jokes aside. Okay, seeing a lot of success, I really keep track of the St. Landry Parish Crime Stoppers Facebook page. Really, what you're going to get there is more than just arrest reports. You'll kind of get the things they're working on, maybe even a crime that happened somewhere else, but those responsible could be in our area. It's just an altogether good place to go, just to really help fight crime. And as we've said so many times, the success of Crime Stoppers relies on the people in the public to give tips and just, hey, this looks weird. There was a car parked at the end of my street for a couple hours. You know, just things like that. Even if it may be nothing, it's always good to pass along.
It is amazing. The St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office gave me a list of, I call it the top 10, but it's actually 11. Mm-hmm. And we posted it inside of 5 minutes. We had 2 tips on 2 different people.
Wow.
So in a week's time, we have actually arrested 6 people off the list. I had to recreate the list.
Hey,
and, make
no more list.
And one actually saw herself on Facebook, and she turned herself in. The mother dropped her off at the sheriff's office while the units pulled up into her yard.
Oh, wow.
And another one was, he said his daughter saw him on the internet and was ashamed. Yeah. But we caught him before, supposedly turned himself in.
And these things, I mean, obviously the people that we're looking for, look, it is innocent until proven guilty. There may be some times that law enforcement just doesn't have all the details. It's just a person we're looking for, a person of interest. And hey, if you had nothing to do with it, or you have a perfectly good explanation, it's still a good reason to turn yourself in, at least talk to law enforcement.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sometimes we just post person of interest or maybe a material witness.
Yeah.
Next week we're going to run some missing people that we have in St. Landry Parish. Mm-hmm. A couple of years ago, Tyler Domain, a couple of other people. Yeah. So next week on KTC on the Crime Watch is we're going to just put these guys out there, and hopefully, we find them,
So I'll tell you, the one thing that, I can't even say the word on the radio, but the one thing that makes me mad still is the veteran who the knife was taken from his house. Any movement on that?
No movement. We do have a person that called in and said, look, I found a knife in the Sunset area, so we're trying to track, and that was, again, this was a 2015 case that I said, you know what, July 2015, this guy, 65 pounds coming out of a prison camp, shot down 3 times.
Yeah.
I want to open that back up.
And so basically he had this knife, which was something he took off of a German soldier, and he kept it this whole time. He said the rest of the things, don't matter, but that was the one thing, really an important time of his life, and we thank him for his service. So still, if you have seen anything or I don't know, if you own a collector store or a pawn shop in our area and come across something like that, mm-hmm. They are looking for this in St. Landry Parish as well. So you said missing people or missing persons for next week. Any movement yet? I know the original thing that we talked about when you came here was the big Tex trailer. They were it was missing. It was taken. We're looking for a silver F-250 truck. Anything you can say about that investigation?
Well, I don't want to give it out yet, but we got a possible lead on something. And hopefully in the near future we will definitely break that one. That would be pretty good because that'd be my first episode.
Yeah,
now,
that was it.
We have things on Facebook and other places that we've already posted, but this would be kind of a great thing to do, the first one.
Awesome. Well, Major Eddie Thibodeau, we appreciate you coming in always.
High five.
Every Thursday morning at 7 o'clock, you hear about the latest crimes. And look, we can all help. You don't have to have a badge and a gun to help solve crimes. We've said so many times that tips are anonymous. It's a third-party group that takes the tips, keeps your name and everything so that it's private. And there's a reward. So if you see anything or hear anything, go to the Facebook page. We'll link to it on our Facebook page if you just search KPEL News and then look for St Landry Parish Crime Stoppers. Thanks for waking up.
Weekend.
Thank you.
Have a good trip over to New Orleans. Let us know if you see
It's going to be
anything.
there and back.
Okay. You hope.
Yes.
You hope. 7:19 at